Yes, everybody, you know what time it is. Jack and Dave here to provide you guys your Twitter reacts after what was a night made in Tottenham, a night made in N17. Our three starlets, our three academy boys, saving the day. It was their night. It was no one else's. It was theirs, and we're going to relive it, and we're going to enjoy it. So please, everybody, smash that like button for me. Get into the comments below and let us know what you think of each of these posts and just reliving last night. It definitely had a little bit of a, kind of I don't know, it was a little dull. It was a little boring at times, during that game. I had a few yawns during the watch along, but then the night was truly saved by those youngsters. So let's get to it here. We have Daily Hotspur saying breaking from Opta Joe Stat. THFC winger Mikey Moore, 17 years, 172 days of age, became England's youngest ever goal scorer in a major European competition, breaking Jimmy Greaves' record of being 17 years old and 245 days, set in October of 1957. Now, Dave, of all the stats we see on a regular basis, this one is quite cool.
It's an unbelievable stat, to be quite frank, and it's actually a measure of the guy's talent. Look what Jimmy Greaves went on to do for Tottenham Hotspur. Can Mikey Moore have a very similar career? I think so. I think everybody sees it now in the guy. It's unbelievable. I wonder how Dermot will feel about that one, actually. He's probably weeping.
Probably weeping he didn't come up with that stat first, or maybe he did know it and they're just stealing Dermatron's thunder. Also, I mean, fair play to Jimmy Greaves. Back in that era, to also be, as good to be playing at
Yeah.
17 years of age at that type of period is just crazy. Carly saying, "I'm in a glass case of emotion, Dave."
Yeah.
She's in a glass box. She's in her safety box. Dane
Yeah.
Scarlett saying to Sonny the goat, "Thank you," and Mikey Moore calling him Nidal. Plenty of people really happy. Sonny, celebrating with the youngsters there. And then here you are, Dave, Mikey, Ajayi, and Scarlett, the three trio, the three musketeers, the three pillars.
Oh, this is the sort of shit I'm here for. I absolutely love this stuff. We really do fly off the handle of the Little Lister thing. It's absolutely brilliant. The Little Lister thing gets us really excited, and we go over the top. It's class.
It's raw in the Hotspur Academy. It's absolutely raw. No context, Tottenham, Dave.
Neymar, Namor.
More, Dave. 9 goals, 9 assists this season.
God, look, Kulusevski, Jack, is an unbelievable player. And it's amazing that Spurs fans were willing to cash in on him, almost just a summer ago. Didn't know what his best position was. He can't do this, he can't do that. Well, he's proved everybody wrong. Kulu Messi, baby.
Maybe if you wanted to sell him, hopefully the reason was because of this picture. But if it was any other reason, then I'm not too sure. But Kulusevski absolutely having a wonderful season for us. Tottenham Hotspur saying, well in. Brandon, clean sheet, first competitive one for him. I think it was a pretty.
But he didn't have a
Could have
save.
kicked up a lawn chair. Let's be honest, Dave. He could have maybe done his homework if he had, and he could have maybe put together, an essay of some kind. Maybe could have done some grocery shopping. Maybe could have left the stadium and then come back in, and they wouldn't have scored.
There was times the guy was up near the halfway line looking for the ball. He didn't have a save to make, but he's got a clean sheet, and that's what goes down in the record books at the end of the day.
And I mean, fair play to him. Every time he has been out there, he hasn't really caused any worries of any kind,
No.
and he's been able to, show himself, do quite well. Rob Daly, a very happy Damola Ajayi watching back his debut goal for the first time, says he didn't even have a clue he might come on tonight. Interview coming in the review show. He's actually quite adorable, I thought, when he was saying that when I woke up this morning. I didn't even think I was going to be able to come onto the pitch. I thought that was great.
No, look, it's absolutely unbelievable. And I think, you know what, sometimes, Jack, it's the best way to make your debut, not known, so you don't have that nervousness or anything like that. You're just put out there. And you know what? Fair play to the kid, Jack. He's done more in 10 minutes than what Brennan Johnson's done all season in terms of being able to beat a guy, and create something. It's just the way he's seen the space, and he just attacked it. Young, fearless, hungry. Absolutely brilliant goal. Probably my favourite of the night, actually,
Yeah.
combined with the finish, because I think largely we done some good things, but the end product wasn't there. Well, he put everybody to shame last night.
That's a fair point, actually, with the finish. He put our whole forward line to shame. Mickey Hazard, Dave, talking with some Ben Davies praise. All the talk is about the youngsters, and rightly so. But for me, Ben Davies has been the brightest light in our recent games. He throws himself into the battle like the warrior he is, never hides, and tries to lead from the front. I have nothing but admiration for him. Mickey Hazard. Dave, I mean, you had some big Ben Davies praise, in your predicted lineup. It's the year of Ben Davies. It's the swan song season. He's getting all this love.
You had some praise, but that's going over the top. I mean, pass me the puke bag. But no, look, Ben Davies played well last night. But let's be honest, right? Elfsborg didn't test us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If that
maybe,
was after
maybe a little
some of the
overboard for an Elfsborg.
yeah, like if that was after other games of the season, I could
Liverpool.
go, do you know what, I could get with that. But we're
Yeah.
playing Elfsborg, a team that shuts up in November and goes and works in Lapland for the Christmas. Come on.
He's probably had actually this tweet is totally justified if it was just for a different Ben Davies performance from this season. Like I agree with you. Maybe for Elfsborg, this seems a little bit over the top. But he
I do
has
love Mickey though.
I love him as well. I mean, I just wondered this exact tweet would have been perfect for plenty of other Ben Davies performances this
Yeah.
season where he's just been unbelievable and especially against really good opponents as well. But maybe this one I don't really like. He wasn't really even tested that much, to be fair. Seb Martin saying, I think I've fallen in love. What a player. Absolutely. I think I am as well. I mean, just that goal. It's one of my favorite of the season, like Dave said. Mikey Moore, an unbelievable night for me and my family. Thank you, Spurs fans, for your support. As always, think about that, Dave. Ajayi's family, if they were at the stadium, you have Dane Scarlett, maybe finally getting a moment like that. He's waited a long time for a moment like that. And then Mikey Moore, we know, is a real talent and is a real sensation. But, his family, of course, been waiting for a night like this. And it's just beautiful to think about and beautiful to see.
Look, it's absolutely unbelievable for the families, Jack. Like, a lot of these parents, also the siblings, they all have to give up a lot because they put everything into, the career of the kid. And, they've been up and down the country, all across the world, all across Europe with these guys, hoping and praying for a moment like this. And it's absolutely remarkable for them. But Mikey Moore, Jack, what I love about this is, last season for the under-18s, he was injured for a large part. But what he done in the under 18, some of the goals he was scoring, what he done for England, it sort of propelled him into the Tottenham first team. He's had to sit there, he's had to be patient. Then he had his injury. You're thinking, will he get that opportunity again? And it's come about. And do you know what? Last night, Jack, what impressed me more was Ajayi came on and got his goal. And it's easy for Mikey Moore to sort of sit there and go, do you know what? It's just never going to happen for me. But it almost made him more motivated. It almost shocked him straight into life because as soon as he got that ball, it happened before that. He drove at them, didn't quite pay off. But that second time, we all knew he wasn't going to pass that. And that shows the inner dog in the guy where he's just like, by the scruff of the neck, he can go, all right, I'll just turn it on, let's go. That's an unbelievable quality to possess at 17 years of age, by the way.
No, it definitely is. Definitely is. And just, it's wonderful to think about, these families being able to celebrate like that for them. Absolute cold, says Axel THFC, all knee slides as well from them, which I thought was brilliant to think about too. Ajayi, you are unreal from Dan THFC. Looks like that video might have been taken down. Nice little comp, Dave, from the night made in N17.
It's absolutely beautiful. Do you know what, Jack? It's been testing times for Spurs fans, and sometimes you're left sitting there, the dark hours of the early mornings, 1, 2 p.m. or a.m., and you're like, why do I bother doing this? It's just heartache, it's just heartbreak. But it's moments like that, nights like that, where you're like, this is why I do it, because despite it, you can be provided with some unbelievable moments that you'll never forget. And do you know what? I think it means more to the likes of me, you, Johnny, because Lily White Rose, people that have followed the academy for the last, how many years. Fair play to Lily White Rose. He's been doing it a long time, and I've been watching the steady progression from under 17s all the way into the senior team. It's mad.
And TEH Trunk saying, give this man a new contract, by the way. So much Ben Davies praise from last night. Maybe Dave and I need to watch it back, but I'm going to stick with what I said earlier. I have shown a lot of praise for Ben Davies this season. I definitely have been shut up this year by him, but this does not feel like an opponent that's worth, giving all the praise in the world for. I think there were plenty of other performances from Ben Davies this season that's worth kind of like the give him a new contract, type of things. Just I am surprised that after last night, I was seeing so much Ben Davies praise because I felt like it was more the night for the youngsters. It was more the night for others. Ben Davies has put in a great shift once again that, again, didn't feel like he even needed to. It looked like he wasn't even above 60% effort, if you get what I mean, watching.
Jack, me and you could have played centre back last night. Let's be brutally honest. There was nothing went in behind them, and all you had to do was be there, pass the ball between you 5 yards. Look, when it comes to Ben Davies, I think he's done enough this year to say, right, Dave, separate him from your Dyer and your Sanchez criticism. Fine, I can do that. But has anyone sat there and answered, Why all of a sudden a massive upturn in performances this year compared to the last 3-4 years where he was in the comfort zone at Tottenham? Is it because his contract's coming up at the end of the year and he wants another 80 grand a week to see it out? Come on, can't keep making these mistakes. He's been a decent servant, but he's got to go at the end of his contract. Maintain that.
If there were maybe less important things to be talking about, we have so much to talk about at Spurs. Maybe this Ben Davies debate would be quite spicy, but something to hold on to maybe for future down the road.
Yeah,
When things settle down a little bit with Spurs, we have far more
yeah.
important things to be debating at this moment in time, but definitely something to bookmark for later. Apollo saying, damn, we all just witnessed this man getting his change snatched in real time. Will Lancashire might be headed out on loan, and we saw him warming up as well, right? And then Dane Scarlett came on instead and came on to score the winner. It's just how football is sometimes.
Do you know what, though, Jack? I think it's probably the right decision to be made, actually. When you look at Dane Scarlett, the fact that he played last night now means he can't go out on loan. He will be staying around for 6 months. And I'm not being funny. When I look at Dane Scarlett, he does look a bit more ready than Will Lancashire. Look, I get you. I get it around Will Lancashire. He's a superb player, but I did sort of say last season a lot of it is mainly Jamie Donnelly providing him, all these balls, all these assists and that, and he's a good finisher, but he's had his game against Galatasaray, got sent off. He came on against Hoffenheim, didn't really do much to hold up the ball, and I just think it's the right decision to let him go out on loan.
And even you could say like against Ferencvaros, like it wasn't really, as impactful as he probably would have wanted to be.
Yeah.
I'd agree. Like maybe he hasn't been given a lot of opportunities really, but with ones he has he really taken them? Maybe not. And Dane Scarlett, I don't know, maybe we're just saying this recency bias or something, but Dane Scarlett maybe doesn't look as wide-eyed when he's out on the pitch as much as someone like maybe Will Lancashire does, because like you say, Will Lancashire hasn't played at this level, whereas Dane Scarlett has had some tasters, here and there. He has technically, been brought on before under Jose and people like that, so he is a bit more familiar with what comes with this. Byron, you can keep Matisse Towel, says Axel THFC, just a chill Ange after he's saying so happy for Scarlett, Ajayi, and more. Tottenham Hotspur, a proud club captain. Sunny Dave saying what an incredibly special event for our evening for our academy and the club. So much hard work from so many people coming together. Nothing but proud. Very, very nice photo.
No, it's a very nice photo, and look, you can see, how much these guys look up to Son, which is absolutely brilliant. And I've seen videos of, I think it was when all three of them scored in the bench. All the senior players sitting on the bench, getting up, running down, buzzing to celebrate with them. It's great to see.
And then Tottenham Hotspur, 3 of our own first goals, Spurs goals for our 3 Spurs Academy graduates, and that's a great photo. It's a great image. It's just legendary.
Pedro Porro can't believe what Ajayi's done. Look.
Oh, I mean, he's buzzing.
He can't believe it.
No, because I think he played the initial pass to Ajayi, and then Ajayi just took over from there. He just ran, and I think Porro must have lost his mind, considering, like you said, how many times has he played that ball back to Johnson, only for it to go straight back to him. Carly saying, Dragishin down injured, commentator, now we'll see the busiest physio in English football. That's a great comment. Very, very well done. Daily Hotspur, it just means more.
More. How'd you like it? Let's
maybe see. Think from Ben.
Mikey Moore.
With the Tottenham Hotspur.
He's one of our own.
Just means more to the kid.
Oh, the celebration was unbelievable. You could see the passion in it. You could see what it meant to him. That's how I know he was getting pissed off with Ajayi coming on and scoring. He's like, when's my moment gonna come?
Yeah, because he is the one who's been waiting for that. That's for sure. Cody Mack, wondrous things can happen when you shoot.
I also think wondrous things can happen when there's just a bit of hunger and enthusiasm. When you can do the basics, which we've always said, take on your man. We've always said, take on your players. Look what Mikey Moore done. Look what Ajayi done. Took the players on and look at the rewards.
Especially when you're coming up against an elfsborg, you will surprise yourself with maybe what you might get. Billy saying, how's your luck? Finish 4th and get a stinker of a draw. Winnable, but still, in case you wanted to know, everybody, those are our 4 possible candidates for who we might be coming up against.
So who is it? AZ Alkmaar.
AZ Alkmaar, FC Midtjylland, Galatasaray, Real Sociedad.
I think
that's the order, bottom to top is how you would want it. I think you would want us at Alkmaar. I think then next you'd probably want FC Midtjylland. To be honest, I think I would prefer Galatasaray over Sociedad because I think Galatasaray are very open at the back. And if we do have, a strong enough team, I think we could put a lot of goals past them. Don't get me wrong, though, traveling away from home to that sort
I
of
want
place.
the home leg first.
Yeah.
I don't want the away leg first. We could
Just
be
think
5-0 down and
Sociedad-
out of the tie.
Sociedad might have better players in some areas of their team, but then also I just think sometimes Spanish teams, in these type of competitions can do quite well. And they're like the Italians, I think they can be teams that maybe go under the radar and maybe ones you do actually want to avoid sometimes.
All winnable, though.
Yeah, all winnable, right? And, it's nice that we are getting tough opponents, maybe, to be fair. Jamie O'Hara, positive night for Spurs Academy players, doing the business. Great to see. Always an incredible for a young player. Now Levy needs to help out this squad and start signing some players. I think everybody can agree with Jamie there. Talking THFC, they've sucked me back in. Beautiful night under the lights. They definitely did suck us back in tonight, Dave. It's very, very typical.
Yeah. No, 100%. It sums up last night. Everyone's thoughts, really. I think most people are about to wash their hands. You've seen Crackers tweeted, I'm off to the pub and everything else. And I'm pretty sure he's probably sucked back in today.
Yeah. Jake saying, watching Son cook his fullback with directness and step overs.
Honestly, he made that fullback look like a gardener yesterday. It was disgraceful.
It's match day competition. It's a cup competition. It's just two different stories for us this year. The future is bright. The future is lily white, Dave.
Yeah. Look, great. It's put a great light on the Tottenham Academy last night.
Spurs pictures that go hard, definitely so. What a great celebration. Love the knee slides, and also just love seeing those guys celebrate like that. The passion from them. Lily White Rose, this is how old Dane Scarlett is, or at least how long he's been around this club. Luka Modric, Gareth Bale as well here, everybody in front of him too. And that's the old Gareth Bale haircut, not even the
it's vintage
the later. That's an old Gareth Bale. Oh my gosh, that's
he's
crazy.
Been around a long time. Do you know what makes you root for him a lot more?
Tottenham kid.
Yeah,
he is from the area, that's for sure. Billy saying first Spurs dopamine hit in a while. You Spurs.
Spot on.
Standing ovation for Damola Ajayi from members of the medical room, Dave.
Look, even they can't believe it. Even Jed Spence can't believe it. It's unbelievable. Honestly, the bench looks like a fashion show, though.
It is, though. Yeah, it looks like.
Just put that one on, Prada.
Reminder: Archie Gray's an 18-year-old midfielder who's absolute bollocks at center back from Billy. Right, good reminder. Ben Haynes making sure to stop to take it all in. What a moment! Congratulations to Mikey Moore. Definitely needs to take it all in. Qualified for the round of 16. Scarlett goal and assist. Ajayi debut goal. Mikey Moore goal. Bergvall assist. Kulusevski, Aura, and Mickey is still the best center back in the world. We'll be celebrating tonight, everybody.
Do you know what's brilliant on that one, Jack? I've had that starred for ages, waiting to break it out, and it's just like waiting for us to get a couple of wins on the bounce and break that one out. We're so back, but this guy's used it perfectly last night.
Just honestly, the AI ones of Ange are just so funny when you just look at just for his physique and everything, and he's bouncing up and down. Oh gosh. Jake saying cold. Welcome to the Dane Scarlett era. Wow, definitely something to think.
Goal and assist last night.
Dane Scarlett era. Muskan saying my Shayla's.
Young Love Mikey, that. Young Scarlett.
Ben Haynes, we've just watched Mikey Moore, Dane Scarlett, and Damola Ajayi, first goals for Spurs when with them at pitch side. And honestly, it's one of the purest forms of joy I've ever seen. Floating home from the stadium tonight. Yeah, right. What an expression, right? Floating home from the stadium. I bet a lot of Spurs fans were after that. Ange Postecoglou, it was made in Tottenham tonight. Absolutely cold.
Yeah, I love that.
And Damola Ajayi there, Dave. Just a nice little angle from Apollo. And just love this touch for me. Oh, yeah. I just don't even know if the touch could be more perfect. And I think it sets him up for that finish, actually, because the touch is just so cushioned. You can't, it's just a perfect touch. And it's
it's a great layoff.
Richard Cracknell, you know what? F this. I'm off to the pub second half and jump on a train before the crowds. I just don't recognize this club anymore. Dave, Crackers, he missed out.
No, do you know what, Jack? And it's sad, actually, because he makes a lot of effort to get to games, and he's missed out on probably our greatest moment this season last night.
Carly saying, this is ridiculous.
Let's rate them, Jack, 1 to 5.
Okay. I think Dave is right. Jet Spence first. I'd go Vicario second.
Madison's got to be in there, or Dom Solanke. It's not
Madison's is
bad.
lower down for me. Madison's is lower down. I don't like Brennan Johnson or Madison's. I don't like the pink coat. I like Brennan Johnson's shoes a lot. I like his shoes and his pants. Madison for me, it's just I'm not into it. I'm gonna go.
Kinski dresses like every young lad around Europe
Kinski's
right
like
now.
way too normal. Like Kinski's is way too normal. It's almost like you don't even include him. Jed Spence, Vicario. I'll go Solanke, Udogie. Then I'll go Madison Johnson. I like Johnson's outfit except for the pink. I don't like the pink.
No, I don't like the jacket. It's disgusting for me.
Well, everybody there, let us know, please. That's the one you need to respond to. Please, everybody, let us know your order in the comments. Dave, this is how old Dane is. Even look at that kid, like how old he is. Just the kid and everything. It's unbelievable. Dave, I thought you'd find this one amazing, too. Spurs Academy striker returns from a couple of shite lower league loans for his breakthrough in a Europa League game.
Well, sounds it's very, very similar and eerie to the great Harry Kane, Jack. Sent out on a lot of loans, didn't quite really make it on any of them loans, came back to Tottenham, got his opportunity in the UEFA Cup game against Shamrock Rovers, and never, ever looked back. Could Dane Scarlett's trajectory be similar? Let's wait and see.
We'll wait and see. Son made him tackle his own player.
That made me laugh yesterday in the watch along. It was hilarious when he tackled his own player. It was brilliant.
3 of our own from the Spurs web. James Ma, Ajayi, Moore putting the old guard like Graham Bergvall to shame here. I just found that very funny. The old guard. Lily White Rose, one of our own. That's how old he is. That's how old he is. But there it is, Dave. There's your Twitter reacts. Just a night made in Tottenham. That's all there is.
Do you know what, Jack? It's just been nice to have good vibes for 24 hours for once at Tottenham Hotspur. It's been a long time, and look, one thing I think is clear: Tottenham fans love seeing one of their own come true. They absolutely adore it, and hopefully the learning curve off this is that Postecoglou now realizes he can turn to the bench. These guys are good enough to come in and help do a job here and there, and I also think it'll buy him a lot of time. It bought Pochettino a lot of time when he bought through the likes of Bentaleb, Mason, people like that. So let's go, Jack. Maybe the wheels are back on this after all.
Yeah. Everybody, please smash the like button on the way out. Let us know what you thought of this Twitter reacts, and we'll see you next time for all the rest of the content, and also on Sunday for a big match against Brentford. Come on, you Spurs.